I am Anamika. This is lecture number 1 of your new chapter, Arithmetic Progressions. In this video, we are going to discuss what is a sequence, what is a series, and what is a progression. And we are also going to see that what is the difference between the three. Okay, so let's get started. First, we will see the significance of this particular chapter in your school level and your competitive exam level also, right? So we started with playing with numbers, right? And whole numbers, integers in grade 6. Then we have seen integers, rational numbers, right? In grade 7th. Then we have square and square roots, playing with numbers in grade 8th. Then in grade 9th, we have number systems. And now in grade 10th, we have arithmetic progression. This is a very simple chapter because only two formulas are there. Sum of n terms formula and the nth, how do we calculate the nth term of an AP, that formula. But the thing is, so many variety of questions can be framed from those two formulae only, right? So that is why students feel it difficult, but it is a very, very easy chapter as compared to your triangles and other geometry chapters, right? Circles and all that, right? So this is a very easy chapter, sequence and series with some additional concepts in grade 11th and 12th. We are going to see the same concepts, right, in sequence and series chapter. This is the percentage of the questions that will be asked in the competitive exams from this particular concept, right? So now let's start with the contents here. Let us see the list of contents that we are going to cover. In this video, we are starting with the introduction, as I already told you, right? Then we will be discussing the nth term of an AP, right? Sum of n terms of an AP. So here, this is basically your board syllabus. Nth term, how do you find the nth term of an AP and how do you find the sum of n terms of an AP? So this is your board syllabus. Now, here this arithmetic mean, okay, GP, that is geometric progression, and then we have sum of n terms of GP, then we have harmonic progression, that is HP. All these are foundation concepts. All these are foundation concepts, right? So we are going to focus here and this will be helpful for you in grade 11th and 12th, right? Okay, and then we will solve some, previous year questions in problem solving sessions, right? So we will start with the introduction. Let us see first, what is a sequence? So if we talk about a sequence, it is a set of numbers which are arranged according to any specific rule. Okay, now they are talking about the sequence first. Sequence is any set of numbers which are arranged according to some specific rule. The rule can be anything. We will see this in detail, right? It need not be always any mathematical formula, but it should be logical. Okay, the rule can be logical also. It is not always like there will be some mathematical formula relating all the numbers in the given sequence. So let us see some examples here. Yes. Look at these 4 examples here. First example, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23. Can you see any pattern here? Are you able to observe anything? Of course you are. See, 3 plus 4, that will be giving me 7. 7 plus 4 will be giving me 11. Then 11 plus 4 will be giving me 15. And same you can find out. 19 plus 4, okay, that is 23. So here, what do you see is plus 4, on adding plus 4, I'm getting the next number. So what happens in these type of sequences is, we can always find the next term, right? So if I ask you what is the next term, you will be saying, your answer will be directly plus 4, 27. Next term again plus 4, 31. Again plus 4. So we can always find the next number if there is any mathematical reasoning here. Okay, what is the formula here? Plus 4. Previous term plus 4. Previous term plus 4 will give you the next term. That is the logic. Okay, let us see the next one. 12, then we have 7, then we have 2. So let's try to find some logic here. Are we able to see any logic? Let us see. Here we can see the decreasing numbers. See, 3, 7, 11, increasing series, increasing sequence, sorry. And this one here is 12 minus 5. That will give me, sorry, minus 5, not plus 5. My bad. Minus 5. Here, minus 5. Then 7 minus 5 will give me 2. Then 2 minus 5 will give me minus 3. Same minus 3. Then again minus 5, I will get minus 8. The number is decreasing. Again, what is happening is, if I know the rule, what can I do here is, I can always find the next number. So what is the next number here? Minus 13 minus 5. So that will be giving me minus 18. And the series goes on. Sequence goes on, right? Now look at the next one here. 3 multiplied by 2, I will get 6. We just try to find the connection. Okay. These type of questions are very famous in the competitive exams, sequence and series questions, right? You have to find the pattern. They will ask you the next number like that. Okay. So 12 into 2, again I am getting 24. Then 24 into 2, 48. 48 into 2, that will be 96. Again I can do 96 into 2, that I will be getting 192. Okay. Alright. So again here what is the rule? Multiplication by 2. Let us see the last sequence that is given to us here. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. What do we see? Any plus, minus, any number that is giving me the next term? No. See, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, again 5 plus 2. If I think, because this is an increasing series, definitely I'll think in the plus direction. So it is plus 2 again, plus 4, then again plus 2, then again plus 4. So I'm not noticing any kind of a fixed pattern here. But if I focus on the concept of prime numbers, do I see here prime numbers? Yes, these are nothing but your prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, right? I know the next number is 19. So I can see that it is a series of prime numbers. Some of them are using mathematical concept, and this is the rule, you can say. What is the rule here? It is a sequence of prime numbers. This is the sequence which follow a mathematical rule. Okay, mathematical. This is the logic, this is the rule. So we can see here the explanation. Addition of 4, that is giving me the next number here. Subtraction of 5, yes, here multiplication of 2, and the last one is a set of prime numbers. Okay. In all the sequences given to us, we can always find out the next term if we understand this rule or logic, right? So here these are the rules. Addition of 4, subtraction of 5, multiplication of 2, and this is the logic. Okay. So that is why a sequence can have a logic or it can have a rule also. Now let us see types of sequences. Finite sequence. Of course, the name itself is defining it. Finite means a sequence which has finite number of terms, right? Which has finite or limited number of terms. You can see here, after this it is over. This is how many terms are there? 3, 6, 7. 7 terms are there. Infinite sequence. Let us see. Of course, the opposite of finite. The word infinite means which has no end, right? So there will be infinite number of terms in an infinite sequence. So unlimited number of terms. Unlimited means infinite. There is no last term. Here I can see the last term. I can see the first term. Okay. But in this sequence, I will always see the first term. There is no last term visible to me. I don't know what is the last term. It is going on, right? Next. Let us see what is a series. Sequence we have seen already, right? Now what is a series? If I know that A1, A2, A3, AN, it is a sequence, then the expression, nothing. I am just adding the terms in the sequence. So I will get the series. Okay, there is the only difference between sequence and series, that if these numbers are in sequence, the addition of them will be in series. That is the only difference. Sequence and series, grade 11th and 12th, you will see the chapter. Okay. Alright, look at this one. This is a sequence here. Because the rule is again 3 stable, right? 3 2s are 6. Then again we will have, or we can say addition of 3 also. 3, 3, 3, right? So that is the rule we see here. And series will be 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus. Basically we are adding all the terms here, right? So that is your series. I hope that is clear. Now let us solve one question. I hope what is a sequence, what is a series, that is clear to you. Let us see one question now. The sequence is given by the formula Tn 3n plus 5. Now whenever these type of formulas are given, this is the formula to calculate the general term. Okay, general term formula. General term means by taking different values of this variable n, you can find different term values. Okay, for n is equals to 1, 2, 3. See, n is the variable here. Write down the first 5 terms of this sequence. So nothing, we have to vary the value of n from 1 to 5 and we will find the first 5 terms, right? So what is the first term? N is equals to 1, 3 into 1 plus 5. Term 2 will be 3 into 2 plus 5, T3, 3 into 3 plus 5, right? So that will be how much? This is equals to 8, this is equals to 11, this is equals to 14. Let me find the other two terms also, that is T4. Okay, for T4 what I have to do? Put n is equals to 4 here. So that is 3 into 4 plus 5, 12 plus 5, that is how much? 17. Okay, that is T4. T5 I can find out by placing 5 here, is equals to 20. See, this is the sequence I framed. 8, 11, 14, and then I have 17 and 20. Okay. If you see the rule here, what is the rule? Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. That is the rule, right? So that is the sequence, and these are the first 5 terms of the sequence. You can see the answer here, right? Okay. Next, let us see the next question. Write down the first 5 terms of the sequence given by, again, first 5 terms means n will vary from 1 to 5, right? So let's put the value one by one. U1, okay, that will be equals to minus 1 raised to the power of 1 plus 1 divided by 1. So I think I know the answer. Minus 1 whole power 2, or even power. Okay, even power means positive answer. Okay, that means this will be minus 1 squared, that will be giving me plus 1. Next, U2. Okay, U2. So that will be equals to, let us see here, minus 1, 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So that will be minus 1 raised to the power of 3 divided by 2. Odd power of minus 1. Negative answer. What is the answer? Minus 1 by 2. U3. Okay. That is minus 1 raised to the power of 3 plus 1 divided by 2. That is minus 1 raised to the power 4. Which is again what? Even power. Even power means positive answer 1 by 2. Okay. So 2 more to go. U4. Right. So that is minus 1 raised to the power of 4 plus 1 divided by 4. Minus 1 raised to the power of 5 divided by 4. Odd power, negative answer, minus 1 by, oh wait, here we have n, right? 2, 3. Here it is 3. Sorry, my bad. 3. It is 3 here. 1 by 3. Okay. 4 here I have minus 1 divided by 4. Right. U5. That is minus 1 raised to the power of 5 plus 1 divided by 5. So minus 1 raised to the power of 6 divided by 5. So that will be equals to, again, even power, positive answer divided by 5. So what I got as the answer here? 1, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 4. Alternate terms are negative. Okay, alternate terms are negative. This, okay, and alternate terms are positive, like this. So yes, these are the first 5 terms for this sequence, right? You can see the answer here. Next question, look at this series, and actually it's a sequence here. There is no addition sign. This is a sequence, right? So what number should come next? I have to find out the general rule that is defining this sequence, right? It's a sequence, not a series. Some mistake here, sequence, right? So here, what is the sequence given to me? Series given to me 2, 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 4. So what can I see here? First term was 2, next term is decreasing, right? So this is a decreasing sequence first of all. Decreasing means we are dividing by some number or subtracting, right? So look at this here. 2 divided by this. Next term, if I write here, first term divided by 2. Am I getting the next term? 1? Definitely yes. Then this term, next term divided by 2. Am I getting the third term? Definitely yes. Here. Then again, this term divided by 2. Am I getting the next term? Yes. So what is the rule here? Division by 2. So if I want to find the next term from here, I have to divide by 2, right? So 1 by 4 divided by 2. Reciprocal, that will be 1 by 2. So what is the answer? 1 by 8. Very simple to figure out. Option number B is the correct answer. Okay, I hope you got it. Very simple question, easy. Yes. Next question. Look at this series and try to figure out the next number. 22, 21. So minus 1. Then we have plus 2. 21 plus 2, that is 23. Then again 23 minus 1, 22. again plus 2, okay, again minus 1. So what is the sequence here? Usually in the competitive exams they give you logics in combination. So what is the logic here? Minus 1 plus 2, minus 1 plus 2, minus 1. So this is minus 1, the next one will be definitely plus 2. 23 plus 2, what is the answer? 25. Where is 25? Here. This is the correct answer for this question, right? So this is a combination of logic, minus 1 plus 2, minus 1 plus 2, like that. Okay. If I ask you the next number, again it will be minus 1, right? So this will be 24. Okay, I hope this is clear, right? Next question, look at this series. Again, this is a sequence, not a series. 53, 53, 40, 40, 27, 27. So I know that those two numbers will be same. I know that. But what are the numbers? We have to find the connection between these numbers. 53 and 40. Definitely the number is decreasing. So let me try to find the difference here. What is the difference? 13, right? So 53 minus 13, I got the number as 40. Now 40 minus 27, what is the difference? Again 13. That means what? I got again 27. Now that means what? Again I have to subtract 13 from 27. So what do I get here? 27 minus 13. What is the answer here? 4 and yes, 1. Okay, so 14. Next two numbers will be 14 and 14. And what is the correct answer? Option number B. Alright. So I hope this is clear. Right? This is the correct answer. Next, find the wrong number in the series. Okay, this is basically odd one out. That means we are, trying to find out that number which is breaking the rule. So let's find out what is the rule first of all, right? Then only we can find out that how it is getting broken. 3, 8, 15, 24, 34, 48, 63. Right. So if I try to figure out the rule, look at this. 3 plus 5, I will be getting 8. 8 plus 7, I will be getting 15. 15, what is the next number after this? 9, right? Next odd number, 9 here. So again, that will be, I will be getting 24. After this, what is the next odd number? 11. So plus 11, the answer should be 35. But here I have 34. That means what? This is the odd one out here. This is the villain. Take the number out, right? And I'm taking it out. And what is the odd one out? This as question number, answer is option number C, right? I hope this is clear to you, right? Okay, so this is the next question that we are having. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think we can figure out here 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 6, it will be 7 here. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So definitely it will be 8 here and it will be 9 here, right? And what is the number here? 8. So yes, these two numbers are the next two numbers. 7 divided by 6 into 8 and 8 divided by 7 into 9. Alright. Now what is the progression here? What is the progression here? The sequence whose term follows certain patterns are more often called progression. Okay, now what is that pattern? Okay, let us see here. It has a specific formula to find the nth terms. I already told you that in these kind of sequences, we can always find the next term, right? So here, 3 not 7 plus 2, what do I get? 3 not 9. Okay, plus 2 again I get 3 not 11, 311, right? 311 plus 2, 313 plus 2, 315, right? So what is the pattern here? Plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? That is the pattern here. Now here, let us see 2 into 3, that is 6. 6 into 3, we are getting 18. So what is the pattern here? Multiplication by 3. Okay. So this is called your progression when there is a specific rule to find the nth term, right? You can always find the next term. This we have discussed in the beginning, right? Now how many types of progressions are there? There are 3 types of progressions. So arithmetic progression, which we are going to focus here. I mean, we are also going to focus on GP, that is geometric progression, and harmonic progression also. Let us see. In the arithmetic progression, there is a concept of common difference. Okay, what is common difference here? 5 minus 3, 2. 7 minus 5, 2. So 9 minus 7, 2. This again 2 and this is again 2, right? Then there is geometric progression. So there is the concept of common ratio. Common ratio means 9 by 3, you will get 3. 27 by 9, I mean third term by second term, you will get 3 again. 81 by this. See, all are giving you answer 3, 3, 3. So this common ratio is there. Okay, here in AP there is common difference and in GP there is common ratio. Now what is HP? HP is very simple to understand because there is nothing new in HP. In HP, what we are going to see here is, it is just the reciprocal of AP. So if you don't want to remember the formulas for HP, don't do it. Just remember the AP formulas, take the reciprocal of both the formulas and you can get the answer for the HP questions, right? Look at this, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, here 1 by 5, 1 by 7, 1 by 9, 1 by 11, 1 by 13. So here again, common difference you can find out and that is the concept for HP. It is the reciprocal of AP. Every formula will be reversed. So yes, this is the summary for this particular video. We have seen that what is a sequence, what is a series and what is a progression, types of progression, and we have also seen the questions, right? So now please go to the platform and practice the questions related to the concept. That will be all for this video. Thank you.